So technically, we should be live. Oh, actually, there's one thing I want to do here. I want to change the thumbnail. I think I can still do it. Yeah, we are live. Great.
That is awesome.
Thank you very much, Michael. I love the fucking positivity.
Um. Oh, did you say you said we're live, right?
Yeah, we're live, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna check the little levels, the little audio levels. So I'll turn myself down. I'll talk for a bit. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, let's just sort of talk. Hello, hello, hello. Do we sound okay? Beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep. Ba, 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 ba,
I
ba,
think
zo.
I think it sounds alright.
Do I sound okay? Do I
Oh, we're
sound
live.
okay?
You know what? I think it sounds fucking epic.
Okay, great. You know what? That's what I want to fucking hear. Fantastic. Now, guys, this is going to be a little bit of a different one this time. We're not going to draw as much as I have to actually just finish a project, and our options were either not stream, but we made a commitment to do it weekly. It's a good thing to keep to. It's good to keep the commitments. Or the other option was just to all work on this while we stream. Same thing as always. We'll interact with the chat, but the limitations will be, or it will be sort of limited. So feel free to ask questions, everything, but sort of requests are going to be probably non-existent. If I actually get this thing done within the hour, I think it's possible. Then we'll close it off with some freehand sketches.
You know what? If I was a Psychic Pebble fan, and you
Yeah.
know I am,
Y-
I would like that stuff. It's more
Well,
organic.
you're
It's
the
more
damn biggest.
natural. It's
You're the damn biggest Pebblehead I know.
I think they
Absolutely.
call me the biggest pebblehead in the internet. So
I
yeah, I
I
kind of know what I'm talking about.
definitely heard that. Yeah.
Yep.
Turn off the stream. That's a no. Sorry. It's a
No, we're not gonna
request. I'm
do
not gonna
that.
tape. Hey, what's that guy's fucking name? What's that punk's name? I just saw him go by. Hey, buddy, you think you're anonymous online because you got your little troll mask? Guess what, buddy? I know people in law enforcement. Fucking zip it, punk.
That really
Just
makes
an
my blood boil.
FYI. If we get one comment on this video, if you're watching this video in the future, and for example, you say like something to the effect of, I don't know, just throwing it out there, like, I prefer other videos. Guess what? Number one, banned off my channel. Not even a question. I will report and flag your channel. I will try as hard as I can to dox or harass you in a cyber fashion. Sorry, I coughed. I wasn't laughing. I was coughing. This is all what's really gonna happen. If you give me any mild criticism, even if it's warranted, you will be gang stalked by black helicopters. Don't piss me off. It's pretty fucking simple, people. All right. Can I get a fucking capiche in the chat here? Come on. All right, guys, we're just gonna do this little. Gonna watch me animate this little advertisement. You can see my crazy process.
Maybe are you going to explain to the public, the people at hand, what this is about, or are you
This
just are
is
you going to
me.
do
This is
secretive?
me. No. This is well. They're gonna figure out. I think pretty quickly. Anyways, this is a merchandising video. People, say it louder. It's a merchandise video. It's a video to sell merchandise. But you know
Mm.
something? I don't like merchandising videos myself. I think they can be pretty hacky most of the time. So this one is it's a return to form. You've got this little character that I've used before. Let's close out his arm. Um, yeah, there's some comedy in here. There's some jokes in here. So it's not just blatantly spitting on the viewer and saying, "Buy my shit, you dumb fuck."
But to be fair, I don't think I've seen any other selling video that spat on the video, had spitting in there.
Well,
So
metaphorical spitting, less like literal spitting. You know what I'm talking about?
okay,
Sure.
I
So
guess.
yeah, well, you'll see. So let me just play the audio for you people. Actually,
Mm.
by the way, so actually, one thing to do here is this head is on its own symbol, but basically it's something to the effect of this. So it's, oops, no. Um, he's got little arms. I'm gonna have. It's not just a fucking potato.
Oh,
He's not just a little potato. Don't worry.
I want to see this too. I'm interested.
So
Stream.
here's the audio, basically. Hey. Did you know that you sleep talk sometimes? You do. Before I get out of here and fetch us breakfast, there's something I wanted to tell you. But you've got to come close if you want to hear it. You've got to come closer than that. That's only about a centimeter closer. You're not gonna come closer? You're gonna defy me? That's alright, I'll tell you from here. The secret is this. Don't tell nobody this or I'll be real sour. Okay, you ready? Sound too low. Can you guys like not hear it or is it just quiet here? Turn up.
Ooh, cringe.
Let me turn up. Flash is all the way up. I think Michael's just loud and I'm loud. Let me turn Michael down. Michael, say something?
Hello, goodbye.
Say something again?
Hello.
Say again?
I love this fucking stream. Hello, hello. Hello.
Okay, let's try to now do it this
But-
way.
By the way, I gave you that little Tweety to.
Oh, you know, I just realized something. You are connected, obviously, with the speaker sound.
You are fake news.
You? Okay, hold on. Say something again?
Hello.
Guys, we're gonna turn Michael down for just this so you can just hear the audio. Okay, turn your speakers if you want to. We'll play it for just this part and then we'll turn Michael back up. Huh? Did you know that you sleep talk sometimes? You do. Before I get out of here and fetch us breakfast, there's something I wanted to tell you. But you've got to come close if you want to hear it. You've got to come closer than that. That's only about a centimeter closer. You're not gonna come closer? You're gonna defy me? That's alright, I'll tell you from here. The secret is this. Don't tell nobody this or I'll be real sour. Okay, you ready? Right now on truckrobot.com, there's Hellbender's pins. Like from the series Hellbenders, and also there's a Gremlow pin. And this is the last time there will ever be Hellbenders or Gremlow merchandise, I'm not kidding. And this deal, and they're gonna stop selling forever and ever, and it's why I limited a deal. And if you don't want to get them, that's okay, but if you do, all the information is right here. You can see that, okay? Oh, you look so sleepy. If you want to go back, you look so sleepy. If you want to go back to bed, that's okay.
Wait.
I almost forgot to tell you one more thing, silly, before you go back to sleep. I just realized. Oh, I just realized. Hold on. This is actually old audio. I cut a line out here, but that's basically okay. Let's turn Michael back up. That's basically it. You'll hear a little bit more as it goes on. Michael, say something.
Hello.
Hello,
How'd it
hello,
go?
Hello. I just played so like about half the audio.
That's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Oh, you also let me retweet this link. That's basically it. I think I could get done with about an hour. All the actual heavy lifting part, which is the lip sync and stuff, is done. And when the head gets loud like that, when we starts talking loud, it's gonna get really close to the camera. But that's basically it.
Did you say you think you can get it done in this session?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That'll be a challenge. How's everyone's day going? Let's hear about your day.
Well, thanks to Dana Joe for the $7 Canadian. It's not real currency, but we really appreciate it, obviously.
No, can you even? I don't think you can actually technically even use that. It's like
No,
monopoly money,
no, no.
right?
Well, I know, but you know what? It counts in spirit, so we appreciate it. Obviously, it's like
Yeah.
when a little kid like draws you something. It's like, oh, you can't really sell for anything, but it's still very nice, very very nice.
People saying boring. Dude, we're having our cup of coffee. We're waking up.
Hey,
It's
buddy.
chill vibes. Don't bring that shit in
Hey,
here. That
buddy.
negative
This is
bull
called the very positive stream. No negativity.
really peeves me off. That I don't know. It's annoying.
Okay. So here's what's basically on the checklist. So, number one. Um. Also, I don't need this guy anymore. Number one, title for this part. That's not hard. Number two, this is a head on a body that I already have drawn, basically. I just put everything in one symbol. So it's like that. Just because this was way easier, and this would have taken fucking twice as long. Oh boy.
How many
But
symbols is that? How many? Sorry, layers.
inside the head, I think is 2 or 3 layers, but inside the symbol, I mean. So actually, what we're gonna do here, the first thing we're gonna do. By the way, this might get glitchy because it's fucking Adobe, it's Flash, and who hasn't heard the fucking 1 million animated jokes about that? So those are his arms. That's good. Now we just need to make the thickness of his head the same as his. Actually, that's okay. Those arms look okay. I might we just need the body, because the body obviously is wildly inconsistent. So what we're gonna do here is get rid of that. And I think, let's see here. Okay, didn't miss anything good. Um, get rid of that. Anything that's gonna glitch in and out or blink it out of existence, we don't want. Just like all that stuff.
Do you have a background story for this guy? Like some lore
I
that you
don't
can
know what
explain to the public?
I don't know what this guy is. He's been. If you see my other videos, I'm not kidding. Well, there is obviously some sort of lore here. Like he lives in a void. Like I don't know
He
what.
does just live in. It seems like kind of darkness of some, like just
I don't know
nothingness.
if it could be purgatory. I think some people, if you're gonna do like a video explaining what is the purgatory, I don't know. Like I really don't know what it is.
Personally, I would like to see an hour long,
Like
I
a
don't know, like
cool like a lore
essay, yeah, video essay on this. That'd be cool.
badass lore explanation.
Yeah,
I
like
think that
the
could,
worm has turned on this, just
yeah,
the Jim
yeah,
Norton
yeah.
documentary. Do you reckon that's ever gonna happen to us?
I don't think so. I think we'd really have to fuck up, which is possible. I mean, I don't think Jim Norton thought he would be on the shit into
No,
the
no, I don't think anyone really thinks they're gonna have a documentary done on them in that kind of style.
no. Well, the guy who made that's now like banished from that subreddit, right? Or like he's been embarrassed.
Why? No, I didn't know about
We
that.
won't talk about it too much because it's just really obscure shit we're talking about. But
Yeah, it's pretty specific.
the guy who made that documentary, the British guy, he was caught using alternate account, like sock puppet accounts, praising himself. He was caught making comments like, "Oh, this guy's cool. We should really
Ah,
give this,
that's
should really
so
give to his
bad.
Patreon. This is epic. Show our boy some
That's
love." And it's
pretty.
like, shut up. And they deleted everything and left.
Yeah, I didn't mind those documentaries, and I think even Sam and Jim like them. I mean, they say they like them. They have to say that, otherwise they sound like they're bitches if they're like,
Yeah, you
it
have to
was
take. You have,
a
also,
sense of
they spent their whole careers making fun of people like
yeah.
brutally.
They can now they just it's be so bad if they're going the other way.
So what I'm gonna do with these arms here is I'm gonna move. I'm gonna. Okay, so these are. This is basically these are like a little bed back here. Like basically, it's the idea of these POV would bed with you. In fact, that pillow is gonna be redrawn very hardcore, but this bed even I think. In fact, let's right now fix it a little bit. Um, so that line right there is probably fine. It's probably about right, but it's just this line. It's gotta be like you're right fucking next to him. Something. Obviously, that's way too extreme of an angle, but something around there. Also, I think. Oh, there we go. That did it. That fixed it.
Will his little friend be in the video? The little
I don't think you're gonna see the
creature?
little guy. I think that's what I like about this. You can just sort of take that guy out and it's fine. Like I think.
But I feel like he's somewhere in the
Yeah,
vicinity.
he's walking
Probably.
around. I mean, you hear like a loud something breaking in the background at one point in this. I think to imagine it's like a little guy like stomping, like knocking something over by accident. See, like around there, the pill obviously is gonna be redrawn. Okay, that's about. Again, it's not perfect, but okay, right there. Whoops. Let's get rid of that background right there. Let's make like that. Okay, that's gonna be the angle's gonna have to be changed in that bed, obviously. Mostly because like that's actually okay, that's fine. That's pretty much fixing it right there actually. Just because his fucking hand was I mean I'll adjust that a little bit. I'm really bad with perspective shit still. It's one of the few areas I think probably going to school for art does help, but like there's a lot of stuff like designing characters like this is not a well constructed character, but I think it's interesting looking. But like perspective stuff, like the real stuff, where it tells you how to actually like the sort of more left brain part of art, oddly enough, I think is probably good for college, in my opinion.
That's fine.
Yeah, you get what that is. You know what that's supposed to be. Okay, so now let's do all the shit in this symbol here, the big fucking head. Actually, let's move the head below. I guess it can't be below. What I worry about is because.
Did you know that you sleep talks?
See, you're gonna see probably some little shit blinking in and out here. Like, see that part right there, that little black thing? We just have to be careful with that.
Did you know that you sleep talk sometimes? You do. Before I get out of here and fetch us breakfast. There's
Are you gonna continue the adventures
something
of
I want to tell
Bilson?
you.
Oh yeah, I
Bilson.
forgot Bilson.
Yeah, we can do
Let's
Bilson
see.
sequel. Again, today if we have time near the end. If we have time near the end, I think yeah, we'll do some Bilson, we'll do some suggestions. Also, I'm gonna use the pisser really quick. I'm gonna mute myself so you don't hear my piss spitting down the drain. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okie doke. How's everybody doing?
Hello, I'm okay. Okay,
You didn't mute your mic, by the way. We could hear everything.
is that true?
That's definitely true.
Well, actually, I don't think they could. I think you could,
Oh,
because you're on Skype.
oh, isn't that interesting?
Yes. So, by the way, Carl Weezer the penis squeezer. I don't like that username. Probably not a real birth name, but we'll
Definitely not.
definitely not. He donates $10. Thank you, my friend. And he says we made a cool Discord server for fans of the stream. It'd be real nice of you folks if you could promote it in some way so we can get more of the community on. Well, I'll be quite honest with you. If you guys have a Discord server, we're fine to you guys do that. But I think the problem anytime somebody makes a Discord server and you're not sort of directly involved, let's just say hypothetically a fucking maniac joins there, right?
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear that there was a fucking psychopath who like shot his mom in the face from the Smiley Friends or the fucking the very positive
What?
Well, that was the other Discord server. That was my old one. I got mixed up. But the very positive Discord. So it's like that's the reason why it's not a good idea to promote a fucking server with like thousands of people that can't be regulated. But hey, if you guys want to join that Godspeed and thank you for making that, we appreciate the support. Like Reddit or
We
something.
would like to say that
as
we've got
lame
nothing
as,
to do with it.
as lame as Reddit is, it's at least manageable. Like, but a Discord server, you have like 5 to 10,000 people. Anyways,
Oh yeah, it's Chris O'Neill's birthday today. Happy birthday, Chris.
that's very sweet of you.
The-
That was very positive,
Have
Michael.
have you mentioned on Sleepy Cast, like maybe the public would like to hear, how did you guys meet?
I could tell the story, but before I do that, really
'Cause
quick,
I don't know that story.
can everybody go on Twitter right now and tweet at its ITS underscore Helix HELIX and then capital D. It's Helix D. I'm gonna post in the chat here. Can everybody tweet at that guy? Just write the word squee. Like I want like 15,000 people tweeting at it's Helix D the word squee, please. Thank you.
You'll love that.
Iran or Iraq, says NJR, who donates $5. I've got no real preference. I know those characters went to war. They had a little battle of some sort, right? Back in the 80s.
Squeak.
What about you, Michael? What do you prefer, Iraq or Iran? Two countries in the Middle East,
Definitely. Well, it depends on what era you're talking about. Right now, probably Iraq. Seems like the lesser of two evils.
At this point, yeah. I mean, ISIS is pretty much gone, right? It seems.
If you're talking if you're talking 70s Iran, definitely.
Like
That's better.
pre Ayatollah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That wins. I mean, that's subjective too, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a flavor. It's like a taste of ice cream or something. You can't really.
Yeah, I mean, and if get me on another day, and I'll probably go the other
Yeah,
way.
you can switch. I've seen you switch from Iraq to Iran day to day.
It is something I'm known for. I'm not the Middle East. I'm pretty bad with my There's a war going on there, right?
Yeah, there's some like crap happening there or something.
Some crap, some conflicts.
I fucking love tracing over eyeballs. It's really.
Zach, what's your opinion on Earth-Martian relations?
I think we should kill those fucking stupid bastards. I think they're not us, which is not even an opinion, by the way. It's just objective fact. So I realize I just fucked up this eye. What about you?
How do you spell helix?
I posted in the chat. HELIX, my friend.
Yeah. Squee.
Just or you can write anything creative. Just don't write like a death threat or anything that'll get you banned.
Nothing negative. Just
just positive, guys. Positive, please. Michael and I literally.
Yeah, you're right. Talking about the Middle East isn't positive, so
no, my
let's stay off
hand
stuff.
like will shake and tremble. Like my hand will shake / tremble if I hear anything negative in my life. This sucks. Look at this logo looking up and down.
Zach, at one point, can you talk about your time working on SpongeBob? That could be interesting.
I'll talk about that and I'll talk about Chris. Before I do that, how I met Chris. Before I do that, we'll say thanks to Madison Rose, who donated $5, said you're an icon. I disagree. Yeah, maybe an icon.
He also didn't use your correctly, so
yeah.
I don't know
Is
if
that
you
a
should
guy
even
or a
acknowledge
girl?
that.
Is that Madison spelled like the male way or the female way?
Oh, I didn't know it is. I think it is it seems like it's colorful icon.
Dude,
so
dude.
I'm gonna assume the gender there.
If we fucking toured, dude, think of all the fucking girls, ladies. Can we get a show of hands in the fucking chat? If we did the very positive stream, not that we would do anything, but just kind of look at you from like at the stage, like the sweet stage.
I'd be surprised if there's more than 5 girls.
Yeah, I
in
think
this
no. Honestly,
chat.
out of like 1,600, there's probably 3 women here. Also, Lunar Circle donated $20 and says colon D, like the little smiley face. Well, thank you for the positivity. That's positivity. That's what we want. If you would put a frowny face, I want to refund it. You would probably block you from using the channel, basically. So you got lucky this time. Right. Oh, how I met Chris. I was making a cartoon on Newgrounds in 2010 or 2011 or 2010, and I think I reached out to Hans Van Harken and Chris and like maybe Ego Raptor. I think it's been a long. It was literally a decade ago. But it was Chris. It was Chris and Hans responded, as I recall. And Chris was like, "Yo, you should add me on, you know, AIM. I think it's what we were using, AIM or MS, and whatever the fuck it was.
Wow, that's old.
It was very old, and so he had me on that, and we talked, and I eventually dropped the project because it was like, it was a gigantic project, and I was a fucking stupid kid, and we just talked, and that was it. And then eventually, like about 3 years after I knew him, I helped him with Leo and Satan. No, no, sorry, backwards. Not 2013. It could have been 2013. It was 2011. So a year after I knew I went, and I also did a little Easter egg thing for Leo and Satan too, like a little shitty Easter egg. So it's somewhere hidden in there. So that's what happened.
Very cool. And
And
you
then, and then, I,
can
and then
go
I,
see Chris at onlyplays.com.
yes, I don't think I said. I think this is actually not true, but onlyplays.com I don't think is owned by. I think
Yeah, I don't think
it's
it
probably
is.
owned by a
Is
squatter
it?
or something. No.
Let's see what it is.
What was the other question?
Yeah, I was just actually onlyplays.com does go to the YouTube channel, but I'll
Did
find
you
that
know
other
that you
question for
sleep
you.
talk sometimes?
Or someone could remind us. Um,
Yeah, what was the other question? I actually.
what was
You
that?
do.
What the hell was it?
You do.
Sorry, we're fucking.
Oh, SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
Oh, my good
How'd that
friend
go?
Adam Paloyan, he works on the show. He's a supervising director, very talented guy, and he said, "Hey, do you want to do a little freelance segment?" And I said, "All right, I suppose, you fucking loser." And he went, "Okay," and I took his lunch money. No, what really happened was, I think we just had a conversation about like, oh yeah, I'd like to do. I've always wanted to do like a little, just a small freelance thing to test the waters. I've never wanted to be a storyboard artist full time, but I've always wanted to freelance on shows and just see what it's like. Um, because who knows what could happen. Maybe I'll do that someday. Who knows? So I was like, I'd like to try it, and he let me do it. And he gave me some segment, and he gave me a lot of freedom, and he cleaned up what I gave him. Like those are still my drawings, but like some of those he definitely made look a lot prettier than I gave him. So that was it.
It's very
You
cool.
do.
Again, very cool stuff on a positive stream.
Michael, how
I'm
did
loving
you
it.
how did you while we're on the subject, how did you get the Bushworld
Before I
dealio?
go buffet, before
Um,
go buffet,
how did
before
that
I
happen?
get
I
out of
think
here, fetch us breakfast.
Justin Roiland
Do
just
something
from Rick
Oh,
and Morty just
kind of
contacted
okay with
me.
name drop, but
Justin, yeah, well, yeah, just pretty
something
close.
wanted to tell
I think he
you.
just tweeted at me one day and said, "Do you want to do this
Tell you.
silly little April
You
Fool's
gotta
thing
come closer if
that
you
Adult
want
Swim want to
me,
do?"
right?
And I said, "Yeah, sure."
You gotta come
So you're
closer,
gonna do all the
man.
voices
That's
and I'll
all I
animate
said,
it
you know,
what you're
closer.
writing. And he's like, "No, you do what you want." I was like,
You gotta come
what's
closer.
the catch? And he just said, "No, just do it. Just do whatever, anything. I won't even approve it. Just write something and they'll do it." And that's how it happened. It was it was like a dream job.
there you go.
Very
And you
thankful
got it
to
done.
Adult
You
Swim
got it done pretty
and all
quick
it.
too.
Yeah, well, that's the good thing about it. It was supposed to look crappy and dodgy, so it was a quick job. Probably the peak of my career, to be honest.
No, everything's downhill from here. This little stream right here, we're gonna look back on this in like 5 years ago. Man, we really didn't understand how good we had it.
No, I'm not kidding. I think after this stream, I think I'm just gonna kill myself. I think
Do
I'm
you want
done.
to? You want to both kill ourselves at the same time? So it's like a
No, I'm
stream.
I'm being genuine
No,
right
no,
now.
me too.
I think I'm.
No, I'm really gonna kill myself. I'm not even
But
kidding a
even
little bit.
even just explaining that Rick and Morty thing, I,
Like
I was just realizing,
you,
wow,
s-
that's in the past.
no,
I
that
sounded bad then, didn't I?
that's not in the future. That's like never gonna happen again.
Yeah, that's gone.
Look
Something
at
like that
this.
will never
Look at
happing
this,
again.
Michael.
You're not gonna come closer.
He's like, you're gonna come closer. He's like opening his eye, like trying
You're
to
gonna defy me.
see if you can see him. He's kind of like a little
You're
kid,
gonna
like
defy me.
spying on you.
You're gonna defy me.
Wait, where is it?
That's not positive.
not
You're
gonna
right.
come
No, no,
closer.
I will live. I will
You're gonna defy
live
me.
another day.
Wait, did I fuck something up here? Wait, hold on. Let me go back. I feel like I moved something around by accident.
Let's see some more questions from the audience. I love the questions. Fucking cool.
He opens one eye. I swear to God, he opens an eye a second time. Wait a minute.
Goldwork AU says, do you think that humans should domesticate whales to the size of pigs to farm their succulent body juices? Do you believe we will ever truly blah 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 blah? Shut up. I mean, what do you think about that?
Wait, was there even a question?
Something about it. Who cares? Thanks, Goldwork AU. Season 2, episode 27, Sleepycast, near the end, explain this. Sorry, I thought that was a question.
Any projects working on? Yes, we're working on something, but it's a little hush hush right now. It'll come out when it comes. It'll come out when it comes out. We're working on it.
Before I get out of here and fetch us breakfast.
Did you want to answer the whale question? You did don't.
What
Donate
was,
$10.
what was the question?
What I
Should we do it? Should we domesticate whales? We could do that. I think we could domesticate whales.
Fetch us breakfast.
I think that was episode of South Park, the first episode. They just tried to make an elephant small by fucking.
I think that guy just watched South Park and he's just regurgitated that on it. To be honest.
He's been a plagiarist.
You've got to come closer than that. That's only about a centimeter closer.
Hey Zachary, how's the cartoon of the guy asking his mum for gravy? Also, stay positive, bro. Don't let the haters steal your epic swagger.
It's going very well. Actually, update on Schmucks also. I sent off a little bit of a script for the beginning part, for a little cameo thing I have at the beginning of Schmucks episode 5. So that's very, 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 very close to being, like, done, and out. And after that, I think I'm going to focus on the gravy cartoon and stream a lot of that like I'm doing this. Okay, so that's when he opens one eye, fine.
You gonna defy me? That's alright, I'll tell you.
I thought he opened it twice, I guess I'm wrong.
You gonna defy me?
Oh, I think I made that edit, but I think it got lost. Wait, so it's like...
You gonna defy me?
He opens his eye right here.
You gonna defy me? That's alright. Gonna defy me? That's alright.
Hey Michael, I saw Koala Man, very funny. Oh, thank you. What are you working on now?
Talk about that a little bit. Talk about both. Answer first. What are you working on now? And answer second. Talk about Koala Man.
So, Koala Man is being developed over in the States right now. It could. I don't want to say too much about it, but it could end up being a TV series over in the States. It's a bit hush hush too. And working on a little other project with Zach for another network.
Yeah. Talk about that one. Say as much as you can. Push it right to the limit, to the point where.
Well, the thing is with that stuff is I really don't know how much we can say because.
Well, half of it's just you know what the network did. So you go around going yo, but also it could be one of those things where it falls through, which happens all the fucking time. So
exactly that's why I didn't want to fuck, we're doing so many cool things. You know, it just could all fall to pieces.
Here's
The
reality. Is Little Helpers? No, it's not. But I'm excited what we're working on. I look, if it gets made, I like what we're making. I think that's
we'll have much more info soon. It's getting close to the finishing line of development.
More like pre-development, like the ink stuff. But you know what? Honest to God, like especially with certain networks, that contractual stuff is the bigger portion of what to like. You could make an episode of something if you actually had the money. Like that only really takes 7-8 months if it's 22 minutes, probably like 4 or 5 months if it's 11. So really, is it Bacon Bros the movie? Yeah, it's Bacon Bros the feature. Guys, Paramount bought a 3 trilogy movie.
Yeah, we can't keep it silent any longer. That's it. That's what we've dedicated the next decade to.
The first movie's about Brexit. The second movie's about Trump. The third movie we're still developing. We're kind of seeing how the world, what happens in the world. You know, we're very like. Michael and I are basically savants. Is it anything close to the humor of Hellbenders? No, I think it's very different. This is actually what I like, though, My humor with Michael, it's still my humor. Like I still think my humor is my humor, but um, I think Michael and I have a different sort of energy. Is such a fucking lame word, but it is an energy. It's a.
Ugh,
No, I know,
I
I
don't like
know,
that.
but that's the way to describe it. So I think Michael and I have a
We
different
lost our fucking
energy. We
chemistry.
lost our fucking. I think Michael and I have a different chemistry than Chris and I do, and I think and I'm not just saying this to be a fucking loser. I think they're both good in their own way and different in their own way. So I'm excited. I'm stoked. I
Real
really am.
sour.
Basically, what I'm saying is, whatever Michael and I make, if it's not the best thing ever, you'll be disappointed, because it will be. Let me tell you right now. We get your expectations really high. It's literally gonna be the best thing you've ever seen. Michael's too loud.
Mm.
Is that true?
Yes, sir. I just turned myself down. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
say something.
Hello. Hello. You can turn me down too, I guess. I'm trying to
Oh,
manage
special
it on
thanks
my
to
end, but
Nestor Toro with that. It's like an energy drink or something. For the $20, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. What happened to Hellbenders? It basically got caught in development hell, and we both dropped it. Chris and I dropped it out of. Look, honestly, the honest answer is if Chris and I kept pitching it, pitching it, pitching it, I'm sure some company somewhere would have thrown enough money at us to make like a season or something. Um, but if you're pitching stuff and you go through the development thing and you make a pilot, it gets tiring after a while. You just want to do new things. So, am I gonna join Niall on a stream on Friday? It depends what I'm doing. I don't think so. I mean, we'll see. I'm not planning on it. Good luck though. No, the last one I did was fun to join. But yeah. No. Hellbenders could come back someday, but for now it's we're happy tucking it to rest.
Real sour. Okay, you ready? Right now on truckrobot.com. There's. Hey. Did you know that you sleep
what
talk
happened to Little Helpers?
sometimes?
Did it fall through? It's pretty much the same thing. It's just development. It just all changes
Yeah,
around.
it's like
We'll have more information on that project in the. We'll talk. Hopefully, if this stream keeps going like a weekly thing, while we're getting more into the production of that show, we can.
well,
We can talk about
that's
it more.
honestly one of the reasons. If we be candid, that's one of the reasons we started this. If look, number one, it's just good to get a regular schedule thing. I think it's interesting for the viewers. It's good for us to get a nice tentpole of like of structure in your life. But also, I have I like looking at behind the scenes stuff. First, I know you're the same way. So I think it'd be very cool. We talked about it. I think it'd be very cool if we're in production for something and we're doing these streams or maybe working on it at some point when things are announced. And it's like, oh, you can see how stuff's
Yeah.
actually made. I think that'd be really interesting. I've never seen that.
So to be honest, based on that theory, these are probably going to be the worst streams where we don't have a TV show. It's just nothing. We've got
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah. This is just two depressed guys who are on the verge of fucking shooting their soft palate off.
Before I get out of here and fetch us breakfast, there's something I wanted to tell you. But you've got to come close if you want to hear it. You've got to come closer than that. That's only about a centimeter closer.
Michael, did you see the video of the Australian
Yeah,
police
come
officer shooting the
closer.
kangaroo 8 times and it didn't die? No, I haven't
Wait,
seen that,
what?
but I'd like to.
Tweet it at the very positive stream. We'll check it out.
Yeah, we'll watch that.
Some guy
I'm
says,
already Tracer.
yeah, I just read that the same second you said that. I fucking.
Come closer.
Nerd
Find
bastard.
me.
Fuck off.
Those videos give me heart palpitations. I'm not even kidding.
I think my blood pressure has risen since TikTok came out.
Those make me like irrationally like I have like hate in my heart when I see those. I'm not even kidding.
Don't tell nobody.
I wanted
this.
to make one for you the other
Real sour.
day. I still might do it.
Okay, you ready?
Well, you're only gonna send it to me, or you're gonna put it online, but like direct
No,
it
I was
at
gonna,
me?
I was gonna, I was gonna send it to you over the very positive stream to promote this.
I'd like that. I think that'd be a good way to promote the stream.
And do the cool dancing. Yeah, everyone should do TikTok videos to promote the very positive stream.
I think
to
you should.
get-
I think you should use that
Yeah.
the Overwatch song. Zack and Hellbenders over.
Yeah.
Yes, for now, Hellbenders. We say it right here. I said it on Sleepycast, episode 20, whatever. Hellbenders is dead right now. It's dead. It's gone. Capiche. For now, it's done.
So dead or I think the public wanted clarification. Dead or like long hiatus.
It's dead for now. We have no intention of bringing it back. That's why this video is one of the things we're burning off all the merch stuff. We're done. We want to put it by. But look, I'll tell you what. Honestly, let's say a year, 2, 3 years from now, let's say a network comes to us and says, "Hey, we'd like to make a season." I would gladly pick up. I'd gladly do it. I'd gladly pick it up when we left off and make like I like the way the show is structured. I think Hellbenders would be like a good 1 or 2 season show. It's not a show that can go on for like 7 years. It's just not. So if in the future we have a budget to do like a healthy budget to make like 10 episodes or 20 episodes or like 10 episodes like a movie or so or just whatever. If it was like a very short, nice, solid, tight run, I would be down to do that. But if it was like, oh, do more web series, like that stuff where it's like we're busting our ass and like you know like doing it for barely any money or losing money, I think those days are over. So it's not totally dead. We have like a whole season written. Um, One of our agents came to us. This is not like anything special for us, but every once in a while, if you're with an agent, they'll go, "Hey, Paramount or so and so is looking for a movie," and so Chris and I did write a treatment for a movie for Paramount, a Hellbender's movie, because they said we like this IP. Show us what the movie would be. So we have what the movie would be. We have basically a whole season, what it would be. So if it does come in the future, if someone gives us a budget, um, we'd make it. So there you go.
A blow pin. And this is the last
Very nice.
time there will ever be Hellbenders or Gremlin merchandise. I'm not kidding.
Hellbender's movie, yeah, the movie would end the series. It would end this. As soon as it's a Hellbender's movie, LOL. The movie I think was well structured, but it was still to the spirit of what the show was. I like the plot a lot. I think again it would have ended the whole idea. It would have been the end of the series completely.
Gremlin merchandise. I'm not kidding. And this deal, and they're gonna stop selling for.
ASMR Thigh Slapping donates 20 Canadian dollars. Thank you very much. And they say, "Do you ever get tired of art and animation? I love it, but I'm afraid I will get tired of it." Yeah, of course. I don't want to be doing this right now. this part, this part of drawing the fucking mouths and shit and lip syncing makes me want to. Again, it makes me want to shit myself. Like, I don't fucking like this part.
Stop selling for.
I think I genuinely hate cartoons now.
Yeah, no,
after
I don't
working
like this
cartoons.
part.
If you don't want to get them, that's okay.
Dude, if I was a fucking billionaire, if I like if I made like Minecraft and I sold it for $2 billion, I would literally just go oh hey, I would call my little team up and go, "Hey guys, I thought of an idea for an animation," and I hire like 50 people and they make it in a day for me, like 6 hours. I go, hey YouTube, here's an animation. I spent $7,000 on it, but it's fucking done. That's what I would do if I was a fucking billionaire. It'd be so nice. I'd storyboard it or something or write it, but.
Being like a little Elon Musk of animation and just starting on these little crazy little companies.
I'd love that.
Crazy little cartoon companies.
You can see that, okay?
No, you do when you work in pretty much anything, especially if it's like arts and media. It starts off obviously as a hobby, and then if you're lucky enough to work in it, it's great. But you get sick of anything, unfortunately. But I think if you power through that stuff and you find something to be interested in it too, if you say work in a whole cartoon, just put on a podcast or something, just grind through it. And if you get it, don't worry if you get over it, because everyone does, and then you'll get back into it. You'll find things that will get you excited again.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. And also, whoa, where's that? Yeah, I think I also think I think a lot of us started out just because we couldn't, we can't hire an animation team. You just kind of make it. You know what I mean? Like, I think we became animators out of. Sorry, I'm very fucking dead brain today. I'm really tired.
You seem really out of it. You don't even seem like the same person.
I don't feel like the same person right now. I am very fucking dead brained. What was I even saying? Oh,
you didn't even finish.
No. I'm really fucking scatterbrained.
Yeah, that's
now.
bad. No, this is bad.
This is
good.
probably not a very interesting stream, but it's mostly because I need to get this thing done. Let's look into the wait. Hold on. Yeah, I think a lot of us became animators just sort of because you have an idea for a story or a cartoon, and you don't know an animator, and if you did, you actually have to pay for them. You know what I mean? So you become an animator of going, well, nobody else is going to tell my idea or my joke. Would you want to be a part of the Hellbenders movie slash TV show, like working on everything, or would you let some asshat corporate director? No, I'm saying we would be the ones making it, but I would only do it if we had like a nice healthy budget. Like I wouldn't do it for no money. I don't say it's like a greed thing. It's just like when we made those shorts, we were losing. We were actively losing money. It was not a profitable. We came to a point after the Christmas short where we spent $2,000 to get it done in time, and even that took like 2 weeks of like all nighters, and it was just brutal. So we came to a point where it's like, okay, either we can pitch this around and get a studio to fund it, um, or we could do a Kickstarter or something. We didn't want to do a Kickstarter for like, it just we didn't want to do that. So we decided to pitch it around. So you're not going to see any web series return unless I have $1 billion, unless I win the lottery or sell Minecraft. But yeah, if a network in the future
You
fucking,
can still sell Minecraft.
I can still do it. I think I can steal it, make my own.
Yeah.
But unless a company comes to us in the future and says, like a network or a producer comes to us in the future and says, "Hey, do you want to?" Yeah, they will do it. But no, like that's what I meant when I said we don't want to. We want to do it for a good amount, like not be rich. Are you guys still doing the pitch today? No, Hellbenders has been off both Chris and my plate since like 2017, 2016.
If you want to go back to bed, that's
It
okay.
says, Michael, have you crossed paths with Chris Sexual Lobster Boy? Yes, I really do like his videos. And when I used to have a girlfriend, I used to play them for her, and she used to hate the song specifically. She used to get so annoyed at those videos. And also, you can know Joe. I was watching. What was it? The Grumple Quest? Is that what it's called? Grumple Quest. I think it's Grumple. Like she used to get so angry at pretty much all, even Hellbenders and like Leo and Satan, all online cartoons, just get so fucking mad at me watching that
Like
stuff.
what would she say?
Turn it off. She just didn't like that stuff. It's funny. I want to get girlfriends with that kind of stuff. It does seem like, I mean, there are a lot of girls that would like Hellbenders and shows like that, but
Well, we specifically designed it so the characters would be cute. It's like South Park. The show's not even like South Park tone-wise, but
yeah.
those are very cute characters and they really work well as like little cute designs. So if you see that, I mean, you don't know what it is, you're like, oh, that's nice. But then you watch it, you're like, oh, never mind. That was sort of the same approach where it's like, let's do something like that, where people who don't know what it is think it's like a nice, cute thing. They watch it and, it's not that.
Yeah, there is something fun about, even we were talking about this with the show we're developing. There is kind of something fun about annoying people's girlfriends. I think it's just based on.
I think we're making this show
Yes,
specifically
yeah.
with the purpose of annoying everyone. Like this point of the show
Turn
is
that off now.
it's not funny. Yeah,
No. Just one more minute. Just watch just a little bit more. You're gonna like this bit. Yeah.
You don't like this character.
No.
I don't know what that is. Get off now. Yeah, I think making a show to other people's girlfriends is really what we were born to do. And that's not to say women can't enjoy it before anybody jumps down our fucking throats. It's just
No, it's just based on a specific experience of mine. Get over it.
let's make a show. Let's make a
2018.
show. Let's make a show forward. Let's just pander to people. Let's not actually make something we like. Let's just pander to everybody. That's a good idea. Could be cool.
I tweeted the kangaroo video to you. I'm gonna watch that right now. It's damn bid. It's a news article. I can't play this. It's ads. Ugh.
Why'd they
Yeah.
shoot? Why'd they shoot the kangaroos? They shot it 8 times.
South Australian police faces backlash over injured kangaroo shooting. South Australian
Wait, he got
police
shot
officer.
8 times and he didn't die?
Yeah, it looks like it was a police officer. He's facing an online backlash after he was filmed firing multiple gunshots at an injured kangaroo in an attempt to kill it. Police were called to an oval at Stewart High School. Oh, wait, Stewart High School? I think that's close to me. By a wildlife rescue group to put the animal down after it was noticed with a broken leg. Huh. In the footage, the officer can be seen facing off with the kangaroo before aiming towards it and firing multiple rounds, despite it still standing. Now, did they have to do it right there? And surely they could have just taken it somewhere else and killed it.
Like, beat it to death?
Yeah, they probably could have been more violent and had more fun with it. They would have known someone's going to film that.
Yeah, they could have like tied it up and fucking taken it somewhere cool, done something sweet with it.
Some sweet epic killing.
But the little son of a bitch lived. Is that the news?
Yeah, looks like it lived. Thank God. We like that in the positive stream. Animal.
Yeah, we don't want a kangaroo to be fucking slaughtered with like mallets and beat to death.
I don't like that. They are they're essentially like a pest in Australia. I think for every human there's like 20 kangaroos, and there's pretty much like 20 million people.
Have you ever killed a kangaroo before?
No, but you come in contact with them a lot. If you just go out of a city, like drive like 20 minutes out of any popular city, you'll see them around, hanging around, waiting to get.
You ever see a video of the? You ever see a video of the dude beating up the kangaroo who's got his dog?
Yeah.
He's got his dog in a headlock.
Yeah, I love that. I love that video. You'll see that a lot.
Yeah, how common is that the kangaroos like put you in headlocks? They're fucking ripped, dude.
Okay. Did he actually put him in a headlock? I can't remember.
Yeah, the fucking kangaroo puts the dog in a headlock.
They are. If it depends. Like if they're protecting their young, if you get pretty close, they'll get violent. They're pretty strong, and if they stand, they're like they're taller than a pretty tall man too. The big ones.
If you enter the promotional code or promo
20 feet or
code, as
something.
the youth would call it.
Rip Stan Lee. Couldn't agree more, brother.
Hey, you know what? He died 15 days ago, but I'm still weeping.
Oh, we'll bring that up every stream.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I think we should actually call this like the Stan Lee tribute stream.
I'm up with that.
I'm already crazy.
50 million kangaroo, whatever. Statistics, man. Thank you.
It thanks to Goldwork AU donates $10. Appreciate it. He says, "Sorry about the gay questions I asked earlier." What did you ask earlier? What are you two currently working on for those of us who just showed up, and how can we support both of you in the future? Well, Michael, you want to take that one by the horns there? Well, first, what you're saying on screen.
What are we working on?
This is just a little merchandise video. This is like a thing I need to complete today. I actually should have completed this 2 days ago, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
The promo code Black Friday.
I don't want to just put together. I don't want to throw out something that's annoying. But
The promo code Black.
anyways, yeah, you take it away. What we're actually working on.
The promo code Black Friday.
So we're developing pretty much essentially like a pilot for a network. We wish we could say more about it. We don't know how much we can. We'll be able to talk about it more soon, but it's going very well. We're happy with it.
Yeah.
It's going very, very good.
And it's again, I should reiterate for people that are just now here. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh, we don't want to say a lot about it because we're being coy. If you say a lot about something, the thing falls apart. It's just lame. So what happened to that? So
Yeah.
we'll wait to see what happens with the the deal and everything.
And what was it? And how can we support you in the future?
Yeah, I guess
Just watch our stuff.
Hey, buddy, just showing up here and wearing a smile on that damn face.
Breakfast so we can have a nice meal in
Go
bed.
work, AU. Just be you, brother. That makes us happy.
Did you know that you sleep talk sometimes? You do. Before I get out of here and fetch us breakfast, there's something I wanted to tell you. But you've got to come close if you want to hear it.
Hey Zach, can you do a very positive scream for me? Says Keegan Buckley. Donated.
I think that was positive right there.
I think I was talking over it. Maybe.
Oh, sure. You want a clean one? Yeah, okay. That's like a little kid smiling. Imagine that. Like imagine a little kid smiling. Ah! I think that's pretty positive.
You just earned 10 New Zealand dollars just doing that.
We really should kill ourselves. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I can't tell if we're like super lucky or if we live
Yeah, no.
not
People
it's
are
just
gonna
sad
people are
lives.
gonna realize we're frauds very very soon. I think it's all gonna fall
People go to
apart.
work and they do hard work to make a living and they feel good about it.
Yeah,
What are we
that would have
doing?
taken somebody 1 hour of work at like a minimum wage place in the U.S. I'm gonna kill myself.
and 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 they probably feel better about it. I mean, I don't know. How do you feel about
I don't
doing
feel
that?
good. No, I have a sick feeling in my tummy. To tell you the truth. Now, technically we should be wrapping up soon, but I feel like this thing just started. Let's go on a little bit longer than usual just because it's a weird one here. I think that's fair. We're just
Super chill
yeah, we're
vibes
animating.
one.
It's very quiet. Give me 1 second here, folks.
How long have we been working on the pilot? A few months or something. I think it's nearly been a year actually. This stuff just goes super slow when you're in TV land. Just got off work. Make it another 30 minutes, please. I'll push for that CMX 28. Thanks. Uh,
Everybody, what's
Zach.
your favorite TikTok vid? That's what I want to hear. What are you talking about here?
Let's get to Dustin Bennett. He says, just tuned in. Thanks for being the most positive stream out there. Also, please call my friend Lane a real sourpuss.
Hey,
Thanks.
lady, you are a total sourpuss, and you need to get a grip, brother. I think that's what you want. That's what you're looking for, right? I hope that satisfied you.
No, I think that was great. Yeah, let's
You're
get TikTok talk.
TikTok talk.
To be honest, I've had
Michael, that
TikTok
is
on
an
my mind this whole
absolutely
time.
silly craze. That's a silly thing you just said right there.
But you've got to come close if you want to hear
I
it.
bet he doesn't kiss ya.
You've got to come closer than that. That's only
Oh,
1 centimeter closer.
oh,
Closer.
I fucking love that shit.
Is that guy a pedophile? The bald character, is he really a pedophile, as people are saying?
You're not going to come closer? You're going to defy me? That's alright, I'll tell you from here. The secret is this. Don't tell nobody this or I'll be real sour. Okay, you ready? Right now on Truckrobot.com, there's Hellbender's pins. Like from the series Hellbenders, and also there's a Gremlow pin. And this is the last time there will ever be Hellbenders or Gremlow merchandise, I'm not kidding. And this
I fucking love this stream. I fucking love this stream.
selling forever and
Fucking
ever.
love that. I'm
That's why I
a fucking worm.
limited
I'm a
the
fucking
deal.
worm.
And if you don't want to get them, that's okay. But if you do, all the information is right here.
It looks. That one later looks so right. I think this is all done. It's like a symbol here.
You should sing
Oh,
the
you look
worm
so
song.
sleepy. If you want to go back,
These people.
you look so sleepy.
Look, we should explain to the audience what
If you
that
want to
is.
go back to bed, that's okay.
I'm a fucking worm. I'm a fucking worm. Watch me dance. Watch me
Look,
dance.
people, if you heard that on TV with a little character dancing, I think people would hit that subscribe button.
Have you heard
almost
that
forgot to tell you
Ariana
that if you
Grande song? Thank you. Next.
I don't know what you just fucking said, Michael. I'm not kidding. The hairs on all my arms are standing up.
She sings a lyric that's like it's like fucking it reminds me of you. What does she say? Like thank you fucking something, but it's how you say fucking when you sing that song.
Fucking word. That's that.
I'm fucking worm. I'm fucking worm.
Rec Amokes Reed. I don't know how to say that name. That's a curse right there. Does $5, 6, but he says, "Wish me luck in touching a boob tonight, guys. If that's real, man, good luck. Please, pop.
No, that is good. That's serious. That's really
If that's
serious.
real, please pop that juicy fat tit in your mouth and go, and spit it back out, please. Please, not for us.
I almost forgot.
You remember the first time you touched a little titty?
Do I? Yeah.
I'm
not gonna say it.
The youth would call it.
No, me neither. I do remember it.
When you have an audience, and I know it sounds cunty, but when people are watching you and like 100% recording everything you say, you don't know if the person
Yeah.
who it is gonna.
I can't imagine my first girlfriend caring about me talking about that, but
Yeah, I get it. You know, I know.
The promo code
actually,
Black
no, that is a bit
Friday
weird. She probably would.
18.
Why would I?
Could you imagine if your
assume that?
ex-girlfriend was like
Yeah.
was like doing like a Twitch stream where she was like, yeah, I the first guy I ever screwed up was this guy called Michael, and he I fucking, you know what I mean?
Well, it's a if it's positive, it really depends on the context.
I don't
If
think
she's
anybody I
just
don't think
vague-
anybody's first experience ever completely positive though.
But if she was vague enough and it
You will
was
get
like not
15%
like
off of those.
he had a fucking 1-inch penis, then it's like, whatever. It's fine.
What if she lied? What if she slandered you just to fucking just for a good story?
You will get
Yeah,
15%
whatever. That'd be kind of cool.
off
That
of,
would be pretty sweet.
I'll wait till her stream
off of
comes
those
out.
little silly colorful pins. So that's all I wanted to tell you before you could
Let's check Twitter. Let's see if Helix D took notice of the fact that he's being spammed and harassed.
Also, have we done a daily Adam P tweet?
I don't think we
Get one
have.
of those out. Get an Adam P tweet to adamploying.com, please.
Wait. It's Helix. Let's see if he noticed. It's Helix D. Let's see. Not if he noticed, but let's see what tweets we have on him saying squee. Yes, look at all these. That's a nightmare.
He's not gonna like that.
It's like 200. That's like maybe 300 tweets.
By the way, for people that don't know, Helix D is
Oh yeah, we should tell people to do
manager
that.
of Shark
We should tell
Robot.
people to do that again. Yeah,
he's
he's the guy who wants the thing to be done, but
So that's all.
he can
Yeah.
fucking cry about it because I'm the creator. I'm the creator. I can do whatever I want.
So that's all. That's all I wanted to tell you before you get some more.
Are you guys happy with how Grimmell's character arc went? Yeah, I think he died a peaceful death. He had a good start and finish.
So that's all. That's all I wanted to tell you before you get some more shut eye.
what's that?
So he said, "How are you guys happy with how Grimmell's character arc went?" I said, "Yeah, I think he died a peaceful. His character had a good arc at the end."
Yeah. Gremlin is one of those things where you can't drag that out for years. He had his life.
That's all I
I
wanted
think
to
it
He
was
had
actually
his
1
life.
year. He did.
That's all
No,
I
you
wanted to
did.
tell you. That's all I wanted to tell you before you get some more shut eye.
Okay.
At some point, I should, as seeing as it is, all the merch is symbolizing a wrap of that stuff. I should post my original little Gremlo drawing.
Oh, you probably should. Yeah, I mean, this is all the last of the Hellbender stuff. It's the last of the Gremlo stuff. It's all the.
I'll go fetch us breakfast so we can have a nice meal.
It's kind of an end of an era.
It is. I kind of wanted that to be the case, though. You know what? Some of these stuff you don't want to like, and it's not saying these will never come back ever, but it's like it's basically saying for now it's closed. The chapter's closed. Who knows what's gonna happen in the future? But I'm fine. You gotta end some properties at some point. I mean, you can't keep stuff going on for
Yeah.
like. I know you and I share this. I don't like that everything gets rebooted now. Nothing like when a show ends or a proper like an IP or whatever ends ended. Leave it dead. Leave it ended.
Well, that's what I do worry about that in a way where if we're so lucky to get a TV show, if that ever happens in my life, and you know that's always been the dream of all this stuff to get a TV show. I'd like to think that I'd know when to end it, but it just seems that so many don't know that.
Yeah, I've had this thought. Do you think that like something happened? It's like that Bill Hicks bit where he's like, "Oh yeah, when you become president, they take you in the room in the smoky room and they show you a different angle of the JFK video." It's like okay, do you think there's a equivalent to that for like for TV show runners where it's like they take you to a smoky room and they show you $50 million?
No, I don't think it's personally. I don't think it's as cynical as they're just doing it for the money. I think they are more attached to the show, so they like it more than anyone else. So they're even when it's in season 27. They're still saying, well, no, it's still good because they're so attached to it, while everyone else is saying no, end it. So I think it's a bit of both.
You're not going to say your show is shitty because if you did, you'd want to end it. Like obviously you're trying your best.
No, but I also do think the money plays a big part of it because it's that would be just in the back of your mind, like it's such an easy paycheck. If you end it now, you're not gonna.
I heard the Always Sunny guys talking about it. They were basically saying if we can't come in, it was like Conan or something. Like if we can't, it's our job. And if we can't come and do our job and do a good thing, then we shouldn't be working at all. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's like an interesting idea. But at the same time, if you have the same characters in the same setting, you can basically do. I think the ceiling for most ideas is like between 50 to 100, like ideas, like episodes. Yeah. Like you pretty much do 50 to 100 of about anything. Anything over that's really fucking pushing it.
But the thing is, for me, this is why I worry about it, because there's been so many instances in my life where I've been like, oh, like the punk rock things, where like, yeah, when I've got kids, I'm just gonna let them eat junk food and let them do whatever they want, and then later you realize, oh no, actually, like you grow up and you realize, no, that's not realistic. Do you know what I mean? There's so many things where you realize later
True,
in life.
but I will say
that-
you get guys like Ricky Gervais. I don't know, regardless of whatever, like the guy does still consistently end his stuff after what, like 3 years usually, sometimes 1 or 2.
But even he seems like he's going down a path of getting more delusional about his stuff.
Yeah, did he bring back David Brunt after like?
Yeah, like that was that's a strange judgment call to bring back without Stephen Merchant too, which was a big part of The Office.
Before I get out of here and fetch us breakfast.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard. It's even Trey Parker and Matt Stone talk about that, where if you get big enough, you essentially get corrupted in some way. It's like the George Lucas thing. You look at videos of him where he's talking about special effects in like the 80s, and it's a completely different person.
That's so fucking scary.
To how we talk about it now.
That's so scary that your brain can just change like that.
Yeah, that's totally what I'm scared of. So it's like you got to write down little notes.
Yeah, somebody
to
brought up
remember
Seinfeld.
what it
Seinfeld
is.
knew when to end too. Seinfeld knew when to fucking drop it. He went, okay.
Yeah, that's a really good example. That was like, it was teetering off at the end when Larry David left for the
well, they had
last two seasons.
Yeah, they had 2 full years without Larry David, but they still.
But I think what Jerry did, Jerry just wanted to see if he could do it himself. But he's smart enough to know if, he wouldn't have continued that without Larry David for like another 10 seasons. I don't think, even if it was doing really well, which it was still.
You can see that, okay?
Yeah, I think I think the longest any show should go on is like about 100 episodes. That's my view. Like that's the ceiling. You could probably end a lot of shows could have ended before 100. I actually would argue that it's more the length of time you're making the show more than episodes, really. Like, if you're making a show for 15 years but you've only done 50 episodes, you're probably gonna get tired regardless, right? I think it's just the amount of time you're working on it.
I think it's also it's time, and it's also if the showrunners and everyone's not into it anymore and they're all doing other things.
Yeah, it also depends on who the team is too. Yeah. Like I don't know. I feel like a show like Always Sunny, for example, that show had some okay episodes in the later. I just realized I can't do that. Wait, fuck. It's gonna
But
freeze fly.
it's the other thing though. It's like, who are we to say that it's a big paycheck for people that are still doing this show? Like, I
What
don't know,
what
man.
do you guys think, Chad? What do you guys think? What are your actual thoughts? What do you guys think the longest a show should go on? Should shows end, or should shows just kind of go on until the creators, as long as the creators want to keep them? It's a hard thing. It's a weird thing to think about, especially if you might get a TV show. It's like, there are definitely some shows that I think, like The Simpsons, but it's weird. Like The Simpsons, for example, that show made fucking 20 episodes a season, and they got to 100 episodes in like season 4 or something. And the show definitely was good beyond that. I think it is the amount of time that you're making the show more than it is the amount of episodes.
Yeah.
But I think again, 10 years is like the ceiling. If you're still going on, if you would end it before, then good. But if it's still going on after 10 years, fucking end it.
Everything has an expiry date. Even us. I think we're actually past that.
Oh yeah, I think we're fucked. Okay. Oh, you look so sleepy. If you
Wait.
I always end up really attached to characters in some shows, so I never wanted to end. Yeah, that's what I thought interesting about the whole the Apu thing, because it's like you talk to a lot of people about The Simpsons. It's like, oh yeah, I like the older seasons. I don't really watch it anymore. But everyone was really attached to, they were really sentimental about Apu leaving after that whole controversy. And it was like, well, does it really matter if you're not watching it anymore? You can just go back to all the classic seasons where, Apu has many.
So when said
great
Simpsons started
episodes.
slipping around season 12 to 13, I mean, everyone has their own thing. I think the show started to change, regardless of good or bad. It just started to change on season 8, I think. remember watching it because I never watched The Simpsons when I was younger. I didn't. I watched The Simpsons movie in theaters, but that was about it. And I saw the occasional episode, but I wasn't like a Simpsons fan. Um, and I remember when I was like, 2013 or 14, or maybe it was like 14 or 15 actually. So like way after everyone else had watched it, obviously. I was trying to rewatch from the beginning. And around season 8, like there's an episode in season 8 where like Marge is like fighting the mafia or something. I was like, what the fuck? It really takes a big swing like story wise when the
Yeah,
stories get
there
really.
is a point. I feel like it was the tomato tobacco one, tobacco. That was a point where even as a kid I was like, that seems like it's
It
different.
just seems like a weird like formulaic kind of. It just seems like a monster of the week. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's a feeling though. It's like this week on The Simpsons, Homer. It's like okay, it's not really a interesting. It's exciting anymore. But you
But
can't.
that's not no fault of any show. Yeah, it's the
No,
thing where it's gonna
you
happen to
can't do
anyone. Yeah,
you can't have the same characters in the same setting for like if they reached episode 100 by season 4 or 5 or whatever. What were they on by season 10? It must have been like
yeah.
200 or close to 200. So again, you can only do something an idea for so long
And,
before.
and like even as like as rock and roll as Trey and Matt are with South Park, it's like even that it's not it could be as well written and everything. You get tired of the same thing after a while.
And
I
by
mean,
the way,
I guess they do mess it up, change it up a bit and do
if
different things.
you
So.
here's the problem: if you start changing stuff too much, it's not even the same show anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Ralph, it's a difficult one.
Code or promo. I almost forgot to tell you that if you enter the promotional code or promo code as the youth would call it, the promo code Black Friday.
Like, did you know the hit or miss girl with the pink tutu is actually a girl? I don't know what that means. Do you?
Yeah, from the TikTok. Yeah. Everyone thought it was a guy, but it's actually a woman.
You will get 15% off of those.
I don't know my TikTok lore as good as you.
So
A
that's
big TikTok head.
I'm gonna study up.
Jedi.
Okay.
Love it or hate it, the Venture Bros still managed to stay surprisingly fresh. Yeah, I haven't seen Venture Bros.
But they're only on
What do
season
you-
7, though. I mean, our idea still holds pretty. And in Breaking Bad, even Breaking Bad's a show actually. Well, I think they even ended it. Like if that show had gone for 10 years, I think it would have gone on like or 10 seasons, let's say. I think it would have been way like it would have only ended this year if it had been going for 10 years. Breaking Bad. So that show is something that obviously because it's a way different format. It's not like an animated sitcom. Like I think even BoJack Horseman, right? I've watched like a couple episodes, but I'm actually very aware of like what the arcs are and the stories is. That show you can't do a show like that for 10 years. It's very like arc driven and story and character development
Yeah,
driven.
almost with a show like BoJack Horseman, and same with Breaking Bad. It's almost like when you start the series, you almost have the end pretty much in sight in a way, and have the seasons planned roughly at least, so you know there's an end somewhere.
Yeah. No, you can't, exactly.
I mean, I don't know with BoJack Horseman specifically, but shows like that, I guess, like
No,
Lost.
they do the arc thing where every episode is like a follow through. Like every episode is its own thing, but it's still a continuous story.
Hmm.
It's serialized, as they call it, serialized shows. You can't. Yeah, Walking Dead. That show should have ended at like season fucking. I didn't like that show after season 1, to be honest with you. To be fucking honest with you. Okay, I'll let you go
Ha.
back to bed, sleepyhead. Have either of you watched Moral Oral? No, I haven't.
I don't know what that is.
I've seen like I think I've seen a few episodes, but like I can't say that I've watched it. Like I don't remember any of it. Go fetch us breakfast so we can have a nice meal in bed.
Oh, I'm gonna go pee one sec.
Hey. Did you know that you sleep talk sometimes? You do. Before I get out of here and fetch us breakfast. Let's see this with the background here. Obviously the bed's gonna be drawn. In fact, why don't we just draw the bed now? That's basically what it's gonna be. I just need to draw a pillow. I need to get this thing done more. So this is gonna look a little bit crappy, but whatever. Let's make sure the line work matches up. Yeah. Okay. By the way, people were saying you draw really unstraight lines. That's a intentional thing I do. I'm not just being a bitch and lying. But I, there's a rule in animation or a rule in art that I like where it's like any straight line like that is fucking. That's not fun to look at. But if you look at something like like that, I think that's a lot more interesting to look at. So it shows like Family Guy looks so stiff. It's because all the backgrounds are done with like the line tool like this, where it's like that's not. It's not. I mean, yeah, it's cleaner, but I prefer like this sort of clean, messy style where it's like the actual line quality is nice, like that. Like it's not the lines are not like pixelated. But okay, that's good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, again, the perspective's not perfect on this, but this thing just needs to be done. I'm sick of work. I want to work on actual shit, not a fucking merch video. But I also don't want to just shit something out and say buy stuff, stupid. You know. There we go. Alright, something like that I think is good. Let's group that.
Zach, do you have any tips on drawing clothes? Love you, dog. Lol, just teleports around you.
That's a very scary image, but thank you for the donation. Wait, did that was a donation or just a question?
No, that's just.
Okay, well,
that's
thank you
just...
for the question. Thank you for watching, I should say. Thank you for watching and thank you for the question. Any tips for drawing clothes? No, just don't draw a million, like, don't draw, like, shit like that. Like, don't draw, like, a million fucking things and try to simplify, I'd say. Try to simplify clothes, because, like anything else, it's just about simplifying. If you can simplify something in a really interesting way, I think, first of all, you save yourself trouble. Second of all, like, it depends what you're looking for, too. Like, if you're trying to do a comedy, really, really fucking complex looking characters. Like, a show that this is not shitty at anybody or any team. But if you look at Jeff and Some Aliens, that show, there's like a million fucking lines everywhere. The guy's hair is like a million lines like that. It's just, that to me is disgusting design where it's like...
Which is essentially the same as Siggy Butt Brain and Damo Darren.
I actually think you pull it off, and I'm not just saying that as a hypocrite. I think your clean line work actually saves it. I think it's the messy line work plus that.
Well, I think also with that stuff, it's supposed to be like visually unappealing. It's like supposed to annoy you.
I do think there's a difference between, like, your stuff is closer to South Park to me than it is to Jeff and Some Aliens. Like,
I haven't actually seen that show.
It's I'm not even talking about the
Oh,
lighting.
sorry. Yeah, this is the show that was on
the Trip Tank,
right?
It was, yeah. Actually, I have an idea right here. Let's do this. But I really do think there's a difference between the two. I'd have to spend more time articulating, but like something that looks intentionally kind of messy versus, I don't know, they just don't pull it off. There's some shows that I just don't think pull off the intentionally sloppy look. It just doesn't do it for me.
Jeff and Some Aliens, not Jeff and Some Aliens.
Wait, what?
Oh, just answering some. I guess only one person said it. I thought people were confused about what Jeff and Some Aliens was.
Yeah, it was a show on Comedy Central that got picked up from that Trip Tank show. That was on Comedy Central also. It's like a shorts program, essentially. Now, see, folks, the good thing about this, what I'm doing here, this is a trick I use a lot. Draw straight lines, but then draw over them with a brush, so it's technically straight, it's still technically clean and right looking, but it's sloppy. It's never, your lines are never going to be perfectly straight ever, even if you're really good at drawing lines. They're going to have a wobble to them.
Ed and Eddie pulled that messier look.
Yeah,
down
like
for
Ed,
a
I think is an
just-
example of something that tries to be messy, but it does it well. Or even shows that look like cheaply made or like or like sloppy. I think sloppy can be done right.
The thing is, it really is. It's so subjective and different with that stuff because what's that show? I can't remember what it's called. It's like something like The Day in the Life of Dave or something. It was on HBO. It was really
Oh,
crappily drawn,
that
but it
show.
was so
It was the
funny.
Life and Times of Tim. No, that show. I think that
Yeah,
show is an example of like Jefferson Aliens done right. I think Jefferson
yeah,
Aliens problem
because
was
it was in this pretty very similar style, wasn't it?
yes, but I think the problem with Jefferson Aliens is actually animated. Like they tweened like the arms and shit, so it just wasn't like Life and Times of Tim.
Go YouTube the Life and Times of Tim, the shotgun clip that they did. That is one of the funniest. That dialogue back and forth and that is really
It's all
good. I
super
love that show.
deadpan. No, that show is good.
Yeah.
But like the arms just sort of like go from like here, like down by his side to like snapping up in place. It like looks cheap, and you're like, okay, there's something to it. But like
Yeah.
with Jefferson Aliens, it's like too much shit going on. It's too
Yeah.
complex to be simple and sloppy. It doesn't know what it wants to be. I think.
God, we're really shitty on this show, aren't we? This guy's probably just in the chat
I,
listening.
I'm just saying. Well,
Yeah.
he's probably not in charge of the fucking whole art direction team. I will say. I'm just giving an example of why I think you can do sloppy right. That's my view, by the way. If you like the art of
Someone
that
says,
show,
how about Dr. Katz? It really is a case by case thing that you're saying, I guess, where
yeah,
it's not just crappy
but
drawings
imagine
being
this.
bad.
But imagine this. Imagine Doctor Katz like he was fully animated. Then it'd be really it'd just be too much. You're like, okay, but Doctor Katz it snaps from pose to pose. I think you can do that. Like even your stuff, it snaps pretty much from pose to pose. Like there's usually one or two in betweens, but it's never like trying to be insanely well animated unless it's for a scene that calls for it. And again, it is obviously all subjective. Like if you like any of these shows that we don't like the style of, then
We're just art nerds, man.
I don't think like I'm not even an art snob. I actually I sometimes I'll try to make like right now I'm making my shit look worse because I think it looks better. I think if stuff looks too good, people just their brains reject it. I don't know.
What do you reckon Adam P would say about that?
I don't agree with you. What the fuck is your problem, you dumb bitch? Look how we're incriminating Adam with these things he's never here for. He's never a part of this.
I love Adam P. I love Adam P. Robert Dennis before donated $2 and said, "Been sub since Fine Brothers video. Hope you're good."
Well, thanks, man.
you-
You're a long time guy. You know what's funny, by the way? If you go back and look at that, people fucking were so mad at me that I made fun of those guys back in the day. But I was fucking vindicated when they did that stupid React roll thing, so... The whole reason I made that video is because they put fucking, like, pre-roll ads and mid-roll ads on a school shooting reaction. It was like, kids react to Newtown school shooting, whatever the fuck it was. And there's like a big, it's like, if you like driving big, get a phone. I was like, what the? It was like a car driving through mud and shit. It was like a 30-second pre-roll ad. And I was like, dude, you can't do it. Like, fine, you're gonna react to a fucking school shooting, fine, but don't put a fucking mid-roll ad. Do the honorable thing. And I know, by the way, that taking ads off doesn't make it anything perfect, but it makes it a little bit more appropriate. Just makes you question people's motives, you know?
Ugliest cartoon is any cartoon Psyche Pebbles has made. Now, come now, that's a bit.
I don't think that's wrong. I think
Bit wrong.
I've definitely made some ugly stuff. I think it's
I think
probably-
a lot of people have been saying your stuff's very clean and
Some of the stuff, yeah, some of my early stuff was probably too clean. Actually, I'd say like I didn't have the wherewithal to do this.
Hey Michael, do you animate in Flash as well? Yes, I do. A lot of the online animators animate in Flash. Some animate in Toon Boom, which is what the pros use. I think like that's what Simpsons and Rick and Morty's done in. I would like to learn how to use Toon Boom because
It's
Apparently
such
it's
a
much-
fucking mess, dude. It's a superior program, but here's the thing that sucks, in my opinion. Um, Flash would only need to do a couple of things, like a few things to be completely superior to Toon Boom.
it's very intuitive too. It's just you can
Yeah,
just
no,
jump straight
that's
into
why
Flash.
that's why I think it's great. You can jump right into it. But Toon Boom is like there's like nodes and shit. It's fucking really weird for an animation program. It's not a bad program at all, but it's just um,
Zach, what is the single most embarrassing thing that has happened to you while at school?
well,
Is that
it's
something you can go into?
cool. If I have a story, I'll tell it. I mean, I'm trying to think. I actually don't know if I have a funny answer or interesting answer for that. Most embarrassing thing. I never like shit my pants or anything in school. I was always, good with that
Yeah, I
stuff.
don't think I can. Either I've repressed all those
Yeah,
memories.
I'm
I mean,
thinking.
I know he's
No,
asking
no. I'm
you,
thinking.
but
I'm thinking either. No,
yeah.
I'm thinking either I repressed it, like I genuinely, my brain's making me
Because I
forget.
definitely would have. Yeah, we would have had those moments.
Could have had something. Yeah, could have had nothing that happened. Yeah. So my answer is either I've repressed it or I can't think of anything right now. That's honest to
I
God.
was
And
totally
if I
weak.
had something, by the way, I've told really embarrassing stories. I told the story about uh, my poor grandmother who was sick, and I told that story in Sleepycast. I don't want to go into it now, but it's about YouTube.
I don't even know about that.
It's a true story. But point is, I've told
Check it out.
my share fair of my fair share of uh, embarrassing stuff. No, I really can't think of anything. It'll come out in therapy when I will never do fucking therapy, dude, ever.
Ah, fuck no. Hey Michael, had Koala Man changed from its original premise, or has it stayed the same? That's actually pretty interesting because when I came up with it like 5 years ago, the concept for the Bible, pitching it around, um, I changed it for doing a mini series for the ABC here in Australia for a mini, just little shorts.
What was the original plot?
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of come full circle because it's been after that little mini series, it was kind of like watered down a bit. Then I did a pilot episode that just aired recently. That was, it was in my opinion, it wasn't quite hitting. It wasn't what the show I thought it was going to be. It was something else. And then it's come full circle because the show I'm developing now in America, which is just Koala Man, that it's like more like the original series that I was planning. So yes, it's been interesting. It will be a fun ride.
Isn't that lovely?
If it gets made, all this it's yeah, exactly what you were saying before. Like, talking about all these projects in the works is weird because they could all just fall apart.
That's the likelihood of it. Not kidding. Like if you look at like how most shows get picked up for a pilot or they get picked up for a season and they get canceled or they go development hell or da 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 da. You
Yeah.
never know what's gonna go wrong. Did you know that you sleep talk sometimes? Okay, I think you know what. It's exactly 6:30 right now. Why don't we wrap it up? Like, we've been going for 30 minutes over. What we're supposed to. I'll get this cartoon done. I'll power through. You probably see it on Twitter or YouTube. This exact channel in a bit. Um, all right. Thanks for joining, everybody. Let's obviously
Bye.
end on a classic cartoon song, and then we'll call that a stream. Let's see.
Wait, did you want to just do one last question before we
Yeah,
go?
let's
A
okay,
little closing?
lightning round, everybody.
Well, I mean, I had a question planned, but we can do a lightning.
What's your question?
Okay, this person says, "Hey, Zach and Michael, any advice for early animators?"
Do a lot of small cartoons. Do not do a fucking gigantic, like, I'm gonna do an hour-long movie. Do like a 15-second cartoon. Start small, then make a bigger thing.
Yeah, start very small. No, but let's actually do a lightning round. Go, just very quick questions, and we'll get to some. Have you used TV Paint? Any opinion on
No,
it?
I've not used TV Paint.
Um,
What is the
no one's saying
release? What is
bye.
the merch release for Black Friday? It's gonna be Hellbender's pins. It's literally the last Hellbender's merch we're ever making. In fact, it's available right now on sharkrobot.com/oniplays and sharkrobot.com/psychicpebbles. But I'm saying that honestly, just because people do ask me like, yeah, this is it for the Grumble stuff forever. We're not gonna do any more Grumble stuff ever again. We're never doing Hellbender's merch again. It's gonna be this is it. So I'm not pushing anybody to get anything if you don't want to. It's the holidays. Save your fucking money. God bless. If you do want to get that stuff, get it now. I'm telling you though.
That's nice of you.
It's well,
Mike Fox asks, "What's your favorite mythical creature?"
it's a hard one. I think skeleton archers are pretty sweet.
Yeah, skeleton archer. We're both big fans of
Yeah.
skeleton archers, and we want to see more of that in the Reddit, please.
Broccoli or cauliflower? Definitely
Um,
broccoli, man. Broccoli with some hummus is fucking great.
yeah.
By the way, the stock, or whatever you call it, the big fat part that usually cuts off, is the best part. It's so sweet and delicious. If you guys ever buy like a giant fucking thing of broccoli, eat that big stem. Like, just shave off the sides with like a carrot peeler and cut up and eat that. It's the best part of it. It's got a lot of good stuff in it, like health wise, but it's also delicious.
I agree.
Like a left-handed or right-handed? I'm right-handed, obviously.
I'm right-handed. Yes.
Do I like doing what he plays? Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else, obviously, like a podcast or anything, where some days you're feeling it, some days you're not. Um, but every time, we've never put anything out that I've been like disappointed or upset with.
You guys ever go to Disney World? Disney World. I've never been to
Is it the one in
Disneyland or Disney
California or
World.
fucking or the Florida one?
Disney no Disney World is Florida. Disneyland is Cali.
Been to
You
Disneyland.
been to them?
Been to Disneyland twice, a couple years ago, I think. But no, not the Florida one.
I haven't been to any. I'd love to though.
Why don't you come? We'll go to the fucking stupid, shitty California one.
I'll be in California in a week,
There
so
you go.
we could actually do that.
There you
Yeah.
go. Any plans to continue schmucks? Yes. The By the way, there's a special guest besides the guest I'm interviewing, who's gonna be in the opening part. So I'm excited for that. When is Sleepy Cat's gonna come back? I don't know. Whenever it does. Michael, anchovies on pizza.
I've never tried it. Never had
I would
anchovies
say yeah.
before.
I'd say I'm in the mood for it sometimes. With black, only if there's black olives on there. I love black olives on sandwiches, like subs, on pizza.
That Futurama episode where Fry loves anchovies really wanted me to try them though.
They're just like salty. They're just like salty, kind of like it's like a weird. It's a weird substance. Will you ever be
Once.
on guest scrubs? I think it probably goes to both of us. I wouldn't be opposed to it, and I've never been asked. But if I have the free time, I'm indifferent. If they ask, sure, we'll talk about it. But no, I'm indifferent.
Yeah, sure.
If that sounds cold, I just don't want to go. Yeah, I'd love to go on. I always sound like a bitch when you go, boy, howdy,
Yeah,
I'd love to go on
yeah.
their podcast.
Especially if you haven't been asked. So it's like,
Yeah, no,
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 you
no, I'd love
haven't
to.
asked me.
No, if yeah, that's my answer. What kind of music do I like? This goes Michael. You answer first.
I like a lot of music. I've been listening to a lot of Johnny Cash lately and like 60s country. So I don't know. I've got a pretty shitty music taste. The
Um,
Beatles,
yeah, I think we're pretty close, like fairly close. You can actually
the
find
'70s.
my Spotify playlist online if you type in like Psychic Pebbles Spotify or
Oh,
something.
really? You've got a. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
well, it's the one I actually listen to. It's not just a public one I made for. I actually listened to that one I put out, and it's a combination of basically 60s, 70s, 80s, like rock and sort of some more mellow stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of like some like 90s stuff. I think I have like some Ween in there. I have there's some weird. And actually, I have a second playlist that's all musical stuff. One of my favorite things in the world is like Broadway stuff, but not like the really uppity stuff. Like Les Mis is
Mm,
really the only one I like of that, but it's a lot of like Book of Mormon, Avenue Q,
yeah.
Tenacious D, sort of.
It's weird talking about music, like, because I think we've got a very similar music taste, and like I'll go to the gym sometimes and have like the fucking like Frozen soundtrack
Yeah,
playing or
no,
like
I
Moana. So
listen
it's
to
just like,
Disney shit all the time. I listen to Disney music.
yeah,
I love comedy and music or animation music.
yeah.
I love that
Or
medium.
sometimes we both do this too. Where like I'll just have like one song where I'll just listen to it non-stop for a whole week.
Yeah, I'm fucking. I'm a no, no.
It's bad.
It's like a form of autism or something. I will listen
Yeah, it is.
compulsively, like to the same thing over and over and over. Um,
And you know what? Most people don't talk about that because most people don't do that because I've brought
no,
that up with
no,
people
they're
and
regular
they've
people.
been just bewildered at that.
Drew Pacio or Pachico donates $10. Thanks, man. He says, "What's your opinion on Big Mouth? I think it's dog shit." But actually, so I fucking hate it. I saw 4 episodes of the first season. I fucking hated it. I just don't like I don't like the art. I don't like the plot. It's a weird fucking idea. It's just weird. I wouldn't make. Why would you want to
Why do
talk?
you hate it? Wait, can you go in detail? I don't actually
The
know
show is about
anything
like
about the show.
10-year-olds like growing pubes and shit and dropping balls. But it's not cute like South
Oh,
Park.
that's so.
It's like these really weird like fucking it's gross. I'm not a fan. But I will say actually, for the fans who like the show, you're gonna like what I'm about to say. A song that they did. Some of they've done music in some of their episodes that have appeared on my suggested feed or my recommended feed. And I think the music that they've done is very catchy and very good. So the songs that I've heard from the show seem to be well made. So I like the music of it. I think the idea is fucking bad, and I hate the character designs. Um, there you go.
Fair enough.
Roadkill Phil, great name. Donates $5. He says, "Been with you since the very first video about RWN. What is that RWN? And the like. hear my thanks for making me and my friends laugh since middle school. Thanks, man. That's always the weird ones. You ever get those Michael ones? Like, I've been watching you since I was like 13. You're like, how is that? Whoa, God, they're like 19 now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is strange.
Do you like Futurama? Guys, we're gonna do a couple more later, and we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah. I love Futurama.
Futurama. Oh, RWJ. Yeah, yeah. By the way, here's a fun fact. By the way, John Bailey, who's a big voice actor now, or bigger, he did the narration for that, and we were both fucking nobodies back then. I'm still a nobody, but that's a fun fact. John Bailey, who does real trailer stuff now, did the. If you go back and look at the how to be a YouTube famous vlogger, he's the guy. He's the narrator there. That's on Blender. I never used it before. I like the idea that it's open source and it's free. That's good.
Are you a fan of Bo Burnham? I love Bo Burnham, and I'm actually very jealous of him because I think he's like a year younger than me, and he's achieved about 50 times more than I have in my career. So he's
Yeah, again,
a very amazing guy.
I'm with you. I'm a fan of anybody that mixes comedy and music. I've been watching him since 2007. Like I've watched him way.
And he directed a I haven't seen the film, but it's been critically acclaimed. I'm guessing it's good. And he's 26, 27?
Yeah, it pisses me off.
Like, that's a massive achievement.
Fucking piece of shit, bastard.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Reginald McIntosh. It's $50 right to heart. Well, that's a very fucking generous thing, man. I appreciate it. It's a huge. You didn't ask anything, so I feel bad just sort of leaving. But if you have anything to say besides thank you, we appreciate it. Jesus. Okay, we'll do this. We'll answer 5 more questions, 5 more,
All right.
and then we'll call it quits.
Would you ever want to animate for a TV show, Zach?
I hope that's what I'm gonna do a month from now.
I think he probably means like another TV show, someone else's.
Oh, like storyboarding or like actual animation.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I fully intend to like do more freelance storyboard stuff. 100%.
Oh, someone donated $50 or something.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out.
Oh, is that the one? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was still reading chatties. Oh, thank you, Reginald McIntosh. All right. More questions. Sorry, my Chrome just glitched out for a second.
5 more questions.
I have questions remaining. What is the capital of Argentina? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Do you still talk with Ethan from H3H3? I do. I know the guy's got some hot water recently. I've seen about 50 videos of my recommended, but the guy's done me a million favors. He's always been very kind to me. Yeah, I talk to him. I text him probably once every few weeks. Come on, people. We're talking about 4 beautiful questions.
What? This is not that bad. What happened to the Slender Roiland thing you tweeted about? Which I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, what happened was I did an improv thing with Justin Roiland as Trump, like the day of the election or like the day after the election. We were on his house, and it was an interesting night. And I don't say that one way or the other. It was an interesting night. But so we went in, and I think. By the way, one of my favorite things that Norm Macdonald ever said about impressions, about Alec Baldwin's fucking shitty impression of Trump, the reason it's shitty, Norm Macdonald basically, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said, when you're doing an impression of somebody, you have to like them a little. You don't even have to like them. You have to not hate them. But when you look at Alec Baldwin, fucking hates Donald Trump, so his impression is just this like rotten, like not funny. It's just mean. Or the same thing goes for roasting people.
You are fake news.
You are fake. And then Stephen Colbert. By the way, I hate Stephen Colbert's impression of Trump because not only is it a shitty impression because he hates the guy, but on top of that, he fucking just copied Alec Baldwin's thing.
Yeah.
He just saw Alec Baldwin on SNL and just went, "You're fake news." It's just like it's got like through 5 different impressions. But
that's why the best impressionists or whatever, they're usually politically neutral and they just observe it, and they've got no specific, like big opinions about it, so
Yeah,
it's the most
absolutely.
accurate.
Or if they do, they keep it out of the shit. So, but anyway, so yeah, Justin did an interview with me as the president elect, and I was just answering shitty questions about it. He'd be like, Mr. President, what do you think about Slender? And I'd be like, why do you take a look at Slender and these chasing people? When I gave it like a really diplomatic response to all this shit. It was just stupid questions. That was the joke. It was never like, I have small hands and I'm
Yeah,
orange.
yeah.
Great
I
joke.
love Vladimir
I
Putin,
love to
and
have
I.
Vladimir Putin's cock in my ass. Great job, Steven. Hey,
Yeah,
Steven, you
well,
should really do
wow.
that for like 12 months.
Yeah,
I like
love
to
that.
fuck Vladimir Putin. Duh.
I love my daughter, and I want to fuck her. I would love to fuck Ivana Trump because I'm in love with her.
I am
I've
so
got a dumb
corrupt.
orange face.
I am so corrupt and so evil, and my hair is yellow and weird, and my skin is hard.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Good one.
Anyways, so we did that, and basically, I did like a storyboard for one of the little segments, and I was just like, it's so hacky. Everyone's doing Trump stuff right now. I want to steer clear of political stuff, not because of fear of it, but just because it's oversaturated. I think it's hacky now.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Like if I'll do a Trump thing, it'll be like me talking about something complete, like what I just said, like was he's talking about Slenderman or something. That's fine. But Jesus Christ, I didn't want to be another guy putting out another Trump video. If it's a little Trump impression in the middle of like a podcast or a Let's Play or something, fine, like whatever. But maybe after 8 years of Trump or whatever, maybe we'll do something with that. But it's just I don't want to have to fucking. I don't know. It's just it's more shit. It's like when everyone's doing Bush jokes. It's just so fucking lame. Even if you
yeah,
dislike
it's
Bush,
like that when you look back on that stuff now, it's so dated. It's because if you're outside of the political, like if you're just stepping outside of it and looking at it from outside, if you're blinded by hate, like all the people blinded by hate, it really just comes across as just pure hatred and nothing else. It's like,
I
okay,
just want some
well,
originality for Christ's sake. That's all I'm asking for, man. Just some originality. Just not the same small hands, orange fucking head, yellow hair. It's
well,
not
it's not.
it,
No, it's not just that. It's oversaturated. Trump jokes are just lame
every
anyway.
dude. By the way, every show that I watch is doing Trump shit or like kind
Yeah,
of Trump shit, like Always Sunny, South Park, Family Guy, The Simpsons.
yeah.
They're all doing
And
Trump
dude,
commentary.
you watch TV shows to get away from politics.
Yeah, no, I miss like I want a show to come back that's just it's not serious or dramatic, it's not politically, it's just a little bit, it's just an episode, and its purpose is to make you laugh and get into entertainment. You leave. You don't know
I
what.
feel like we covered we've covered that a lot.
No. I'm
It's
just saying, like I miss that kind of TV. Anyways, so I don't
all
know.
right,
What to go.
lightning round.
Oh, so that's what happened to that thing. Was it two more questions here?
Uh, 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 uh,
South Park has been political. I agree. That's all I was gonna say. But I'm saying every
yeah,
show is doing it.
everyone's doing Trump.
And they even backed off because everybody was doing it, but they did it for like 2 or 3
Yeah.
years. I haven't seen Norm's questions about PC culture. I'm not going to count that as an answer because it's not really an answer.
Um,
Let's not do two questions. Let's do one for me, one for you. You want to do that, and we'll call it quits?
yeah, let's do that. You go first. Fish out a cool question.
Okay, I'll pick one cool question. Michael pick one cool question for himself. So sort of direct. I mean, I guess you could direct general questions, but if you do want to direct a question, one of us will answer each one.
Are you
Oh,
bilingual? I'm trying to learn Spanish. Actually, I practice Spanish at this little diner me and Zach go to, and Zach hates it. He can't stand
makes
it.
me sick to my
Me
stomach. Yeah,
practice.
I don't like to see that kind
He
of crap.
genuinely doesn't like that. I'm trying to learn a second language. That's my little question.
Somebody asked me, will Ed Atlan ever be on the podcast? He's actually, this is a bit of a spoiler, but he's doing a small little advertisement for episode 5 of Schmuck. So there you go.
And it'd be really good. It'd be good to have him on this. It'd be good to get
I'm
a
down
lot
to have.
of
Oh, by the way, this is actually
guesting.
want to bring this up. We got draw pile. If anybody has a less ancient like method of everybody drawing in the same program, let us know. But I think next stream we're actually gonna be, you know, where we're gonna be drawing that I'm not gonna be animating something. Uh, So it's basically return to format. This is sort of a weird one, like I said. It's gone on for twice, almost 2 hours now. But next time, it's going to be Michael and I drawing. And if we have a guest who's an artist, we get Haley Partridge or Chris O'Neill or somebody on, they'll be able to draw too. So that's good. So, by the way, if anybody has another suggestion for a better version of like a program like Drawpile, please tweet it at us and let us know. But yeah, I think that's it.
Speak no habla bueno español.
Whoa.
I'm not good. No, that was I'm saying I'm not good at speaking.
All right, I think let's fucking wrap this
Okay.
shit show up. All right, cartoon songs playing now.
Bye, everybody.
Everybody, okay, everybody, thanks for joining. Bye.